KM6SRR. K6MYC, KM6SRR.
Did I hear somebody call here? I had the other speaker up on the other radio. Go ahead.
Yes, Mike, it's Rob, KM6SRR. I decided not to go to the meeting, so I'll be on tonight.
Oh, okay, I'm here. I guess I had to rehook all the, had to have Matt help me hook up all rehook up the Bluetooth stuff because I've got my repaired hearing aid did not come in, so I'm still limping along on the new ones. And we've got the new ones now. We're actually working pretty well, so we might have fixed the problem in the new ones. So there we go. Let me see. I guess it's 7:30, or is it? Is that what time it is?
Right now it's 7:24.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so we got a couple of minutes here. I just got to get a piece of paper in front of me, and we're ready to go.
Okay, Roger. I'll be downstairs eating my ribs.
Hopefully not your own ribs, but somebody else's, right? Nibbling on candy again, are you?
Sure, I guess. But I'll be monitoring, so I'll be trying to write down who checks in.
Okay, you're not nibbling on Candy's ribs again, are you?
No. She cuffs me one real good when I try that.
She's getting old, and the ribs are getting tough. You got to marinate them a long time, huh?
I don't know about that, but she's not too amenable to that, you might say.
Okay. Very good. How did she do over there? Was it England that she was at?
Yeah, she went over to Scotland, and next Monday I take her to meet a friend midnight on Monday night. She's going to go to San Francisco and fly over to the Azores, and she's going to do a video production there with some people, and then from there she's going to go over to Spain and do another one of these what you call it things, shoot, I can't remember the name. Anyway, one of those meetings where they go over scripts and stuff.
Yeah, very good. Boy, she's a busy lady now that she's retired, huh?
Yeah, busier than before, but she still works, day or two a week, I think, or has a couple classes anyway. So, yep, she's gone more the past couple months than she's been home.
Okay, very good. I was just getting a piece of paper so I can write some call signs down. Right now, I have to write one call sign down. Yeah, who is that call sign I have to write down? No, a number, 432, I think.
QSL.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
I hear Gerald in there, 982. Good evening, Gerald. Go down and get your ribs, Rob. We got her under control. Thanks. How you doing, Gerald?
Oh, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We're going down for our consultation on Friday, tomorrow, I guess, yeah, for her round of radiation.
Well, I thought she was pronounced cancer-free a couple of days ago.
She was. This is the follow-up to the surgery.
Oh, okay. Just precautionary, huh?
Exactly. It's supposed to get any stray cells that might have escaped the surgeon's knife.
Yeah, I got you. Good idea. Okay. Sounds good. Well, good luck with that. That sounds like it's just going through the motions now.
Yeah, that's actually the case. We're just going through the motions. But, yeah, the good Lord was watching over her and everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just turning HF radio down. I keep I'm hearing tones coming out of something. I guess it may be just a fan noise. I'm hearing better than I should be with the hearing aids now are working like they're supposed to. I'm hearing all kinds of stuff I hadn't heard for a couple of weeks. Over.
Oh, Roger. How's the Bluetooth work?
Well, the Bluetooth worked very good from the beginning. I never had any issues with the Bluetooth. It was always fine. The only issue I had was with the hearing aids, and he didn't fix that today, but because we forgot and we were kind of short of time. But the hearing aids themselves are also set up to listen to the outside world at the same time listening to Bluetooth in your ears. So I don't like that. When I listen to, it's like headphones. When you put headphones on, that's what you want to listen to. You don't want to hear your somebody else in your room chattering away or another radio chattering. You want to just hear what's coming in the headphones. And so it kind of defeats the purpose of the Bluetooth with other voices coming in. So I got to have him turn that down. Apparently he's got volume control on that, but we just didn't get to it today. Today was kind of a hodgepodge. Find out what was wrong and fix the easiest stuff that we could fix quickly. And the biggest problem was that they had the thing set for automatic search for sounds with the microphone. So wherever the sound was coming from, that microphone would turn on, and if the sound was louder than the other side or something, I don't know what the decision-making process was, but that was what was turning the hearing aids down. Oh, that sound from over there is too loud. It's louder than the other ear. We better turn it down. And then everything would go down. So he set it up for total surround sound. So I'm Omni now. I'm listening Omni, and boy, it's 100% better, because in the real world, you're always listening Omni, aren't you?
Well, that seems to me that's more true to life having it that way. I don't know why you'd want it any other way.
Well, there may be situations where you just want to hear what's right in front of you, but that isn't the normal real world for me. I've got to hear all around me. when you lose your eyes, you lose some of your presence and your balance and stuff because you don't see things well. So I have to maintain the presence by hearing better. Over. So I like to hear everything that's going on around me, and that also tells me if I'm falling or twisting or turning and stuff like. I don't know what it makes a difference, but I can really feel much more confident about standing up straight. Over.
Well, Mike, that's because, that's just your brain compensating as it should. You compensate the way a lot of people do that were one-sided and now are not. You compensate.
Yeah, that's it. The brain is continually compensating and making up for missing pieces. I'm running out of levels of compensation. Anyway, we're doing okay, but it helped a lot to be on me listening. So that was a nice feature. I feel like I'm back in the real world again. And I can hear people in the car noise, talk to people in the car, and it doesn't go dead on me and stuff like that. Anyway, we had a pretty good day overall. I had one little panic. I'll tell you that quickly, and then we'll get on with the rest of the net here. But I was we went to Costco, and then we went to lunch. And right after lunch, I had an appointment with the hearing guy at 1:30. Went to lunch at Huckabee's. I paid with a credit card, and while I was there, I put a couple of credit cards I had used earlier at Costco in my wallet. And anyway, we get to the hearing aid place. I go in, I get all taken care of. I walk out the door, and Jeff, my driver, is waiting for me. I get in the car, and I happen to reach back and grab my butt where the wallet is, and there was no wallet in there. Oh, Jesus, where's my wallet? Anyway, I went back in, and I told them, is the wallet in there on the table or something? And they didn't see it. And we quickly called the restaurant to see if they found the wallet. They didn't find the wallet, so we said, I better go over there because they may not have looked in the right place. May not have checked the right booth or something. So we were on our way. We got about 2 blocks down the road. All of a sudden, I get a call from the hearing place. And it's, oh, Mike, we found your wallet. It was laying on the floor behind the chair that you were sitting in. So somehow this weird little chair pushed the wallet out of my pocket. I've never had that happen, but I felt so much better after that. Boy, oh boy, what a panic, though. My life is in my wallet. It's not the money. It's all the credit card replacement and insurance cards and DMV and all the rest of the stuff. It's nightmarish.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff. Oh, it's always a mess when that gets lost or stolen. Yes, I have had that happen to me before. And you're right, it was a combination of the pants I had on and a weird chair, and So, anyway, that's all well that ends well there.
Anyway, we got the wallet back, and then everything resolved itself in a period of about 15 minutes. But when our level went to high panic level for about 15 minutes, and so we had quite a day. But all in all, it worked out pretty well. Anyway, so here we are, and I'm ready to take any other people that are checking in or listening here.
AA6S 800 1040.
Okay, and I hear 1040 also. AA6S, good evening, Bill. Welcome back. I guess you were tired after your little trip, so it's good to have you back in here. We are looking for, so you can keep it in mind, KB6RQU. He hasn't checked in on 432 now for about 6 weeks, I'm guessing, but a long time. But he may just check in tonight. We haven't heard from him. He isn't answering Rob's phone calls. So we haven't, we don't know where he is, but I'm thinking that maybe one of these days he'll pop up and just start checking in again. So I pointed down your way or toward him in the event that he comes in from Lake Isabella there. Yeah, in the meantime, Bill, let me shoot you quickly, and then we'll pick up Adam up here in Madeira. AA6S 800 K6MYC.
I guess you turned it over to me. I don't hear Adam, but anyway, I haven't heard anything going on. So anyway, I'm here. Back to you, Michael. AA6S.
Okay, you heard the comment about keeping an ear out for KB6RQU.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if you turned it, if you're talking to me or what. I wasn't sure there, but I was listening to you talking to the other station, and, man, there was the most rapid flutter for about a minute that I've ever seen on this band, so I don't know what was causing that.
Yeah, sometimes airplanes in the right place can do that. Anyway, let me see. Let me just quickly check, and then I'll get it over to you, Adam. KB6RQU, or on the outside chance, N6SWR in Bakersfield, or KB6RQU in Lake Isabella. Either one of you guys on frequency tonight for the 432 Bozo Net. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie standing by. Just crickets, that's what I was afraid of. Go ahead, Adam. Good evening to you. KE6VON, K6MYC.
Hey, good evening, Mike and the group. Just another day trying to get stuff done, and see my life now on my days off is up here in the shop turning out small engines. It's never ending, but yeah, that's what I was doing today.
Okay. I've got a little mower here. It's a Honda. It's a good one, but it's got some kind of a weird carburetor problem, and I also broke the cord on it. And I should, once things settle down a little bit, as far as Matt traveling back and forth to work on a regular schedule, I'll make arrangements to drop it off with you. It sounds like you're pretty busy right now anyway. It's not a crisis, but it is a better mower to do my lawns with because it catches the grass. The big tractor mowers I got don't have any pickup. They just throw the grass wherever, and if I mow carefully, I can usually end up with a pretty good pile of grass in the middle, down the middle stretch of the yard, but it also throws it beyond that sometimes. So I'd really like to get back to where it's actually picking up the cut grass. But and the little mower works very well when it works. It starts easy, all that stuff. But just all of a sudden it went bonkers on me. Anyway, I think I mentioned it to you once before. Over.
No, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that one, but no, those are easy to work on. Those carburetors are pretty cut and dry. And the good thing about those is even if they're not, if they're too far gone and they don't respond to a carb kit and a good cleaning, there's some good aftermarket ones that work just as well, and they're a fraction of the cost, and I have no problem using those. So but yeah, definitely doable.
Okay. I don't think it's not that old a mower, and I think it's just dirty. It sat for several months with gasoline in the carburetor, and it's probably just skunked up.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf, 971.
They just get in the float bowl and pull them apart and throw them through the ultrasonic, and they're usually good.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, I hear you, Dave. Good evening to you, Adam. And I think there may be some. Do you have your Bluetooth playing in the background? Adam?
I have my scanners going in the background. That's what you're probably hearing.
Oh yeah, I kept hearing other voices, but it didn't seem to match up with a delayed version of you there. But I couldn't tell for sure. All right, very good. Let's get Dave in here and see how he's doing tonight. K6BBG with KE6BON and KG6 Charlie Echo Fox AA6S and KM6SRR eating dinner, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Oh, good evening, Mike. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm sitting here breathing in and out with a tube, so I guess I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm still here. It's one more day on this side of the earth, so I guess that's good.
Well, hopefully you're not that close to pushing up daisies, are you?
Not that far away from it.
Oh, boy. I don't want to hear that. I didn't, and Dr. Dan doesn't disclose that kind of stuff. I didn't ask him about you, or I think you and also Daryl both see Dr. Dan and maybe some of the others up here. But we were pretty much concentrated on my issues, which are minimal, when I was in there last time, and we were talking about a little bit of politics and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but we didn't delve into Dave or Daryl's worldly problems over.
Hi, Roger. Yeah. Well, I've got a few. And one of them that's really weird is this breathing thing that might be due to asbestosis. So this is the thing that I'm finding out right now.
What did they call it? What is its signs?
Asbestosis. Where they're surrounded by a cloud of asbestos dust. Like as in being an automotive mechanic and doing brake jobs for 20 years and being surrounded by that dust cloud of brake dust and breathing it in, it attacks your lungs.
Oh, okay. I just didn't catch the word asbestos in there. You said it kind of fast, and I didn't catch it. I got it now. Yes, I know about the long-term effects of asbestos, and a lot of people in the early days said nobody knew that it was detrimental to our breathing. It's a very good insulator, but it's not real healthy if you don't treat it right. Anyway, good evening to you, Dave. I don't know who else we have in here, but we've been rambling on for a little bit about my day, but it's not worth repeating.
In the future.
I doubled with you. I didn't get that.
I said the effects of it could affect you anywhere from 5 to 50 years in the future from the first exposure.
Yeah, that's why I say that's why it was so hard to pin down.
Yeah. And that's what they're looking at. They're going to start looking into that, now.
At one point in time, 3M and the people that made asbestos had a big fund that was to take care of people that were affected by it, that they either suspected, I guess they must have lost a court trial, and they were suspicious that maybe they knew it could be detrimental, but didn't divulge it to people. And that I think that built up quite a fund, but I don't know whether that's still available. Over.
It is. We'll have attorneys going after it as soon as we get a affirmative. Okay.
Well, if nothing else, if you do have it, at least you might reap some benefit, or your family might reap some benefit from it. Let's hope so. All righty. Take care. We'll keep an ear out, and hopefully this warmer weather doesn't hurt you. It's got to be better than the cold air, I would think. So summertime should be a better time for you, but maybe it makes it harder to breathe when it gets real hot, huh?
Yeah, it makes it harder, actually. I've got to stay in a temperate climate, in other words, somewhere around 70 degrees.
Okay, you can't live around here and expect that. You got to go to the coast or something, or somewhere like the coastal climate has got an interesting characteristic. It hardly ever gets below about 35, and it never goes over 90. And of course, year-round averages, that's worst case year-round, and it averages in the 70s in the daytime most of the year round. So it's pretty benign, but it's also a bit more expensive because a lot of people need that climate. Over.
Hey, Roger. That's the kind of climate I moved up here from. Was it's generally 70 degrees, and at night it drops into 50s, and then in the daytime it never gets over 80. That was San Clemente area, and that was probably the best climate.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see who else may be in here, and then we'll go. I don't think we'll find anybody down in Atascadero, but let me call one more time since I'm beamed that way. And I guess you can. I guess you aren't working Ralph anymore. He's not bringing his antenna up. He did work Ralph the other day on 222. He came up, Bill, and I guess it was 222. that seems strange. Was it 222? That's funny because maybe it was 1296. I don't know. It wasn't 1296. It had to be 222 because, or maybe it was this band last week. Maybe it was 432 last week. Anyway, Mike worked him and then I worked him over.
I don't know. He's usually on 1296. Maybe he's got different towers or something. I know I've never worked him on 432, and I don't have 222, Mikey. So I did talk to him Sunday there and checked in on the net, and I heard some other guys check in that I hear, but. Anyway, I kind of solved the problem with RFI on my inverter there. It seems like it's doing okay. I put a screen on the front of it, and because where the display is, it was plastic, I put some 0.01 20,000 volt bypasses on the DC and moved the dipole out towards out by the front part of the house with a car. I have a carport. It bolts onto the house there, so perfect corner, so I bolted it there. I throttled this thing up to about 2.4 out and didn't trip it. So hopefully I'm okay. Mikey, go ahead.
No, that's good. That's good. I got something. Let me just take a second. I copied all that, but let me go see where this noise is coming from. Stand by a second.
Roger.
Hi, Bill. K6USY.
K6USY. And K6US A6S. See now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're sounding good up here. And, yeah, things are getting better. Still a little sore from, coughing for a month, but things are getting better. Are you going to make it up here on Saturday?
Yeah, I'll be there, Aaron, and I know what you mean about the coughing. I coughed for 6 weeks, so maybe you won't have it as long. You're younger, but that was getting old. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see, I'll be 40 in 2 years, so then I'll be on the downhill slope here pretty soon.
God.
You're a young kid. Yeah, the coughing, my cat didn't like it. Every time I coughed, he'd take off.
Oh, as long as he didn't poop on the floor, you're all right.
Now they got 2 places to do that, where the wash machines and dryer is. So luckily they're good doing their thing there, Mikey.
Well, as long as you don't scare the crap out of them, and they'd go anywhere if you do that.
Well, she's kind of doesn't like the noise, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, one last call. KB6RQU and N6SWR. Anybody? Anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley here for Bozo Net 432 or any place that's hearing my voice? Go ahead. K6MYC.
Well, I'll check in officially. K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Got you already in here, but thank you, Aaron. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and sounds like BYH is in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, check me in, Mike. November 6 Bravo, Yankee Hotel, 195.
Yeah, good. Good evening, Mike. Good to hear you in here again. I didn't hear you the first time, so you must have been covered by somebody. 195, we got you. Anything new to report at the BYH home front?
No, just working on, still working on some ATV stuff. I'm going to work with Ron this weekend. We're going to try to get a path from here to there, a consistent ATV path on 42125, and work on that most of Saturday, so I'll let you know how it works out.
So which run?
On KUI.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I heard you guys talking about that, as a matter of fact. Good. Well, It shouldn't be too hard. That's an easy path across the valley for you guys.
Yeah, from 5,700 feet where I'll be, he used to be able to see it with path fade and inversion issues, but it's a good 100-some-odd mile path.
Yeah, but you're not trying to go direct. You're going through a repeater?
Well, they're trying to get the repeater to him.
But don't you have a direct path?
Yeah, I think it is, but with the temperature inversion, the way that it is between he and I, through the valleys and canyons and stuff, on the central coast, it fades. It's not a consistent signal.
Okay, what frequency are you doing this at?
421.
1221, did you say?
421. 421.25.
Okay, yeah, 70 centimeters. Thank you. Okay. Well, it shouldn't be too bad, only you can get those traps. There's no doubt about it. I've seen it just be very terrible with temperature inversion lockouts. Okay. Good enough, Mike. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. We're spinning around here. I'm not going to go to QUI on this frequency because he doesn't have anything, at least on sideband, so I'm going to go right around to Santa Cruz. Here we go.
He has UHF sideband.
Well, he's never checked in here.
Yeah, he has, and we QSY up above here and talk during that sometimes.
Well, I guess maybe what it is, he's never home on Thursdays. That's what it is.
Okay. I talked to him about 5 o'clock, and he wasn't doing anything tonight, so I'm surprised he's not there.
Well,
That's right. I was going to go to the swap net on Saturday, but it looks like I'll be doing this other thing instead. N60 watch.
okay, well, spin your antenna over toward him and give him a call. Sometimes on 432 and 1296, I can't hear him at all because I've got a big mountain of dirt between me and he. On the other bands, I can always hear him, but not very well. So give him a call, if you will, please. Over.
Yeah, I'm pointing at him now, W6QUI and 6BYH, and Bill, if you can swing around there in Visalia toward him, you got a better station, better path to him. Give him a call as well. W6QUI and 6BYH, 432-100.
Copy me, Mike, N6BYH, AA6S, W6QUI, W6QUI, AA6S, over. No luck.
Well, that's always the case. See, he just tells me he's never on Thursday nights, Mike. Over.
Okay. All right. Well, he said he wasn't doing anything tonight, so maybe he just forgot what day it was. All right. Back to net. N6BYH.
Yeah, hello, N6BYH, AA6S. I didn't hear anything from Ron.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened to him. I was hoping to see you at the swap meet on Saturday, Bill, but it looks like I'll be heading up to the hill to do some propagation testing. So, probably miss you. If things change, I'll be there.
Yeah, meet another sometime you're out in this way. Swing by like you have in the past. I'll head towards, out towards the other direction there, towards, KW6S's direction there, and see if I can hear him. Anyway, I'll get my antenna over there. AA6S.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, very good. Here we go. I'm going to Santa Cruz, K6MYC.
KW6S, AA6S. KW6S, AA6S, over.
KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, AF6 United, K6MYC. Anybody over there tonight? Well, they both were on here last night, said they'd be there, over. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, AF6U, K6MYC.
You can hear me.
Oh, I hear you. I just didn't have the antenna on you. Go ahead and make a transmission, and we may be able to get through. You might be able to be heard by Bill, Alpha 6 Sugar, and some others down here. AF6 United, Alpha Fox 6 United, K6MYC. Go ahead, Lee.
All right, K6MYC from Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Yeah, here on the central coast of California, where it was a gorgeous day here. We got up into the lower to mid-70s. I'm assuming that you folks out there probably were up into the 90s or something like that today. And we had a gorgeous day here, and things are supposed to cool down a little bit. I don't think we're going to get any rain, but get a little foggy off and on and that sort of thing. And I hope that's enough blathering for anybody to get a fix on me. AF6 United, back to you.
Okay, finally, let's see. Bill, AA6 Sugar, are you copying Lee there?
Nothing, Mikey. I hear absolutely zero, I think.
Okay, he's funny. He's not that much weaker, and he's almost as strong as Tom is on 2 meters. How about anybody else copying? Lee and Watsonville there, over? I guess it's just you and me, Lee. Well, why don't you call Tom, and maybe you can wake him up. You're probably stronger over there than I am. AF6 United, and give a call to KW6S, K6MYC.
All right, Mike. KW6S, Tom, are you out there? AF6 United. You copy that, Mike?
No, I didn't. I hear somebody in there. Who is it?
Well, Tom came back and said that he just had a big bang in his shack, and he's still trying to figure out what went wrong and what's going to happen next. So I'll see you to me here. Go ahead, Tom.
Yes, very good there, Lee. AF6U, KW6S. Yeah, I've got multiple problems going on here, but something in my 432 amp made a bright light and a big noise and a little bit of a bad smell. So I'll be taking that.
I hear you now, Lee. I mean, Tom. You're Q5, but right on the noise floor. Q5 S1 S2. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike, I've got an update from Tom. Apparently, one of his amps, he let the smoke out of it just a few minutes ago. So I think he's trying to figure out what's going on. He was way down here for me, too. I mean, he was only about F3. So I will turn it back to you, Mike, and I'll probably step aside because I think you're probably the only other one that's out there hearing me. So K6MYC, KW6S, AF6 United, back to you, Mike.
Okay, Lee, fine. AF6 United, and I do hear Tom in there now. I heard Tom's last 2 transmissions there. They're about 5 and 1. 5 and 1, Tom. KW6 Sugar, go ahead. K6MYC, over.
So I'm not sure what that means. So I'll have to open that up and see what if I can find what happened. And otherwise, it was a beautiful day. E6NYC KW6F.
Oh, that's a bummer. What a bummer. Okay, well, we hear you. You're Q5 most of the time. Every now and then you take a tiny bit of a fade, but you're Q5. So maybe for now, just drop the amp from coming on if you haven't already done so, and crank your power up. I don't know. Do you have a 9700? You got 75 watts here, over.
Yeah, I'm on the TS2000, and I have 50 watts, it says. I thought I had a little more than that, but it says 50 watts. And I'll dig into the amp, and I might go back to the 9700, although I've got I've got a repair tag out on one of the coax switches for the 9700, I don't remember which one. K6NYC, KW6F.
Okay, yeah, well, it's either a coax switch or I'm assuming it's not a final transistor. They'll blow, but they have to have bias on them. They usually don't blow when they're in a Class C turned off condition. I'm assuming that's what you run it in normally. You don't have it sitting there idling with power being drawn. But when you get an explosion like that, it's either that or something in the high voltage supply that let go. Anyway, hopefully you find it and it's not too big a deal, Tom. Anyway, we'll let you go. Good luck with it. Hopefully you'll be telling us on Monday or Sunday night that you found the problem. Aye. 73 KW6S, and you can turn it over to Lee, K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, very good. Yeah, it's my TQL a little bit of smoke and a pretty bright light came out of the vent holes in the side, and a pretty good bang. So I'll open that up, and hopefully it's one of the filter caps or something like that on there, one of those bypass caps. It wasn't being driven. I just turned it on, and that's when it went. The power amp, the power supply, I shut it off without even checking to see if it was still on, but I'll figure it out. And I'll maybe fill you guys all in on it on Saturday. KS6U, KW6F.
Okay, you do the autopsy and tell us what happened. Go ahead, Lee.
I hear about that, but yeah, I guess you got your work cut out for you. I'll bring it back over to Mike. KW6F, AS6 United, back to K6MYC.
Okay, very good, Lee. Very good. Thank you, guys. And hopefully you can will some good spirits over to Tom so he finds that problem very quickly there. 73, so we'll see you guys on Sunday night there, Lee and Tom. KW6 Sugar and Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, K6MYC sliding into the Bay Area. Okay, Bay Area.
SOK here.
SOK, good signal tonight, Fred. Good to hear you. KD6SOK 507 K6MYC. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, it's a nice cooler day. It cooled off here finally because it was hot the other day, and now it's kind of freezing cool, and so which is nice. It's been a nice, beautiful day, and I guess conditions are pretty good on 432, which is nice, and that's about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it seems good. You're very solid. No flutter, no stump. And I just tweaked the antenna up generally in your direction. I haven't done any peeking or tweaking. So very easy copy tonight, Fred. Quite a change from the last week or so. But good to hear you. We were just talking to Tom, and just as Tom turned on his amplifier, he had a big boom, a big pow crack, and something let go in the amplifier. So he was on here, but only running 50 watts tonight. So he's got some repair work to do there. That's KW6S in Santa Cruz. Anyway, Anyway, good evening, Fred, and hopefully your weekend goes well, and hopefully our Congress can get the big, beautiful bill passed. Well, the Congress has got it done. We got to get the Senate now to finish it off. Then we can get on with other things here. Anyway, good evening, Fred. KD6SOK, K6MYC, over. Where'd you go, Fred?
I'm here, Mike. I'm here. What happened? What happened?
I don't know. I don't have anything happen here. I just turned it over to you, but you didn't come back, over.
Okay, maybe my bad. So what happened to Tom's amplifier? You think one of those LD MOS power chips, power transistors blew up?
It doesn't seem to be, so he just turned it on. He had just turned the amp on and brought the power supply up, and that's when it blew. The amp had not been on, at all. It hadn't been running an idle or anything. It was just the first turn on, and it went boom, over.
Yeah, that's not fun. Oh, that's terrible. How many watts is it? Is it a 600 or a 1,000 watt amplifier?
I don't know for sure. I think it's a PQL, but I'm not 100% sure. So it could be an 800 watt-er, over.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jim will be able to figure it out. He's really good on those things. He can figure that out in no time.
Well, I don't think he's going to leave it up to Jim. I think Tom can figure it out himself. He seemed like he was going to be diving in there very quickly and finding it, over.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Well, you can always smell it, too. You smell smoke, something burned up.
Hey, guys. Rob, are you back on frequency, or anybody that can copy the Bay Area? Yeah, see if you can continue with the guys. I've lost. I got a phone call here I got to take. Not. It might have just quit already.
Okay, Mike. Well, if you want to answer the phone call, no worries. I'll just stand by. Or let somebody else can chime in here. 86. That's okay.
Okay, I'm back on again, Fred.
Okay, Mike. Yeah. Anyway, great weather here today. Nothing new to report, and it's going to be a nice breezy weekend, so it won't be hot. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, geez. My phone quit ringing, and then and you came back, and you came in fine, and all of a sudden, the phone came back on with a voice, and it said, gave me a message, but you were talking, and I didn't get it, so I didn't hear you or the message. It was a robocall of some form. I'm not too worried about it. If it's important, they'll try on a different number here. So if you could give me your last comments one more time, Fred, I'm sorry. K6MYC, no, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, no, it's going to be a nice weekend. It won't be too hot, so it'll be a beautiful weekend. That's all I had to say on that. But anyway, Mike, good to hear you. So I'll let you go and let you continue with the net. 7386, that's okay.
Okay, thank you, Fred. 73, and who else do we have in the Bay Area? Maybe Jim, WB6JNN, is in the line of fire here, over.
Well, I think you had already checked it, Mike.
711.
Okay, I hear you, Gary. I hear you, John, 711. Hang on a second. Let me get John in here. Gary, just stand by a second. K6, Mexico, Italy. Good evening, John. Anything to report here?
Just in and out. We'll see you on Saturday, and I think I'll take a trip up to visit N6RNO in a couple of weeks. K6MI.
N6RO or N6RNO?
Rhino, RNO.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Where is he?
He's famous, well, fairly famous HF contester with Jim, W9YC, and that group.
Oh, I think you're talking about Ken Keeler, N6 Radio Oscar.
Oh, no, that's even more famous guy.
Yes, okay, yes, he is. Okay. I don't know the other gentleman.
Well, he's moving to Missouri, and we thought we'd go up and visit him as he's taking his Radio Shack apart near Murphy's.
Okay. Is he gonna leave anything here for you or other people?
Oh, he just might. We'll have to see about that.
Is he retiring?
I think so. He's awfully smart in the computer world.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be at the flea market, and then next week you say you're going up to see him?
Roger. Yeah. It'll be a trip, but it'll be fun.
How far up is he?
Well, Murphy's is about 5 hours from now. It's above Angels Camp on Highway 4.
Okay, still in California, though, huh?
Oh, yeah. Still in California.
5 hours north and East Coast, and you've covered 6 states.
Right. California is sure a long drink of water.
Yes, it is. Okay. Well, I hope to see you at the flea market. I'm looking for a ride now. We may have one if Dane can get with us and arrange it and checks in tonight. I don't want to go in with Rob because he wants to be there with Ken at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I can't. I could do it, but it's hard to get Judy in there, and I want her to come along. So we got to figure out a way to get in there somewhere, not leaving here much before 8 o'clock, and preferably a little later.
Right. We'll look forward to seeing you. K6MI.
Well, hopefully we can make it. Yep. Thank you, John 73. Now, up to you, Gary. WB6WNI K6MYC. Go ahead, Gary.
Well, thank you, Mike. You're coming in very consistently again. The signals are not as strong, but it is solid. And we just had our flea market, by the way, because we were going to go to one. We had one last Sunday. Not too good. It's more of a social event than to do anything else. And again, as Fred told you, we have beautiful weather. And Fred, if you're still coughing, I hear Fred quite nicely because he's only a few miles away. But Mike, I don't have. It's still at the middle of dinner. That's why I did my early check-in just to say hi, and then you don't have to worry about me later. Anyway, 73 to you and Judy, and we'll get back to dinner. K6MYC WB6WNI.
Well, thank you, Gary. Yeah, go get some dinner. Enjoy your dinner, the rest of it, and we'll talk to you probably Sunday night. Have a good weekend, and I think it's going to be cooler for you, so it should be a beautiful weekend. WB6WNI, K6MYC, clear and QRZ for any other check-ins on the 432 Bozo Net from the Bay Area or anywhere.
KB6BA.
KB6BA, good evening, Oliver.
Whiskey India Sugar. And I hear Mike in the background. Another nice day. So not too much else to report. Enjoying the summer. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Yeah, you mean you heard Paul in the background there, KW6, K6 Whiskey India Sugar on the backscatter path to me from Placerville area. Okay, very good. Nothing to report, just a beautiful day. Have a good weekend, Oliver. Enjoy. I imagine you'll poke around and hike a little bit if the weather is decent, and we're going to try and catch up on some things that we're a little bit behind on in the yard here. A couple of days of not quite getting as much done as I wanted to. So I've still got a few weeds that keep coming up, and I got to pull and mow the front yard and a few other little chores. It never ends here, but I enjoy it. It gives me something to do. It's up to my level of aptitude. Over.
Yeah, staying active for all of us is sort of essential as we get older, of course. So, all right, good to hear you as usual. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe see you Sunday, KB6BA.
All right, very good. Let me see if I can get Paul in here. Paul, you are pretty weak, but maybe I can find the spot here. K6 Whiskey India Sugar 637. Go ahead.
K6NYC. 6 Whiskey India. India 6 Whiskey India. India 6 Whiskey India. 6 Whiskey
I'm trying to find a peak on you. You're spread all over the place, but I can't get any place where I can copy you. Just give me a little more chatter, and you might tell me if you have any other check-ins. Do you have any other check-ins, Paul? Over. Maybe you've lost me. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6 MYC. A very poor path, but look for you. Look for you on the direct path, Paul. K6 WIS, K6 MYC.
Yeah, K6 MYC, this is K6 WIS. I can copy you again. Your signal came back to me. So the band is maybe a little bit better than it was a few minutes ago. But anyway, we'll try the direct path later there. Back to you,
Let me ask you again, do you have any other check-ins? Do you have any other check-ins? Over.
Negative, no other check-ins. Over.
Okay, no other check-ins. We'll look for you on the direct path, but if we miss you for some reason, have a good weekend, and we'll look for you on Sunday night, Paul. Thanks for calling in here. K6WIS, K6MYC, clear, and looking for any other check-ins from the Bay Area. How about W6PQL? WB6JNN.
I'm here, but you're not pointed at the Bay Area yet.
Well, give me some chatter so I can find you.
Now you're getting there. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Well, I was pretty much at you. I just moved a hair here. I had you in the first signal. Anyway, good evening.
Good evening to you. Yeah, you were still pointed a little bit further south than you normally point for me. In fact, you're still a little bit further south than you should be, but that's okay. I heard KB6WFC in here also, and he's a little bit further north, so just a note for you there. Go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah. I'll look for Mike there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6WFC. Mike, go ahead if you're there. Over.
Mike up in Daly City, are you on frequency still? No, he's probably left already, Mikey.
Okay, well, I've got him. Anyway, so he's logged in. He's in good shape, so we got him logged in. I didn't hear him, but I'm sure I would have. Sorry about that. I haven't heard, the only one now I haven't heard is K6KLY and WB6JNN. Those two guys are still missing. So you can take a listen for him. You would hear KLY easily. He must be doing something else. He said there was about 27,000 people at the Dayton Convention, so that was a pretty good count. Over.
Yeah, that's more than I would have expected, given that they normally have that get-together during the worst kind of weather in the spring. But, okay, very good. And Mike up in Daly City is on frequency. I think he's probably listening to the live stream for receive. There was a little bit of a, well, more than a little bit of a delay for him to come back, but he is on frequency. Mikey, go ahead.
Okay, let me call him again. I'm pointed right at you now. I got a pretty good peek on you, and you're pretty stable at the moment. So, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6WFC Daly City. Go ahead, Mike. K6MYC. Over.
Okay, Mikey. Well, he's only hearing you on the live stream, he reports. So, unless your antenna, well, where you have it pointed right now, don't put it back. put it on Daly City. There you go. But it's okay. You're checked in, Mike, up in Daly City.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't hear a trace of him. Not a trace.
He's not hearing you either, except on the live stream.
That's weird. Okay, well, thank you for being there, Mike. Sorry we're not having any propagation tonight. Last night on 2 meters, it was gangbusters. Over.
Yeah, we should all just go back to 2 meters, huh?
I guess. I don't know. All right, Jim, have a good weekend. I don't think you're going to do anything in that. Maybe play golf tomorrow, but that's probably it. And we'll see you on Sunday night.
Hearing you.
W6PQL, K6MYC clear. Anybody else in the Bay Area? WB6JNN or others? Over. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go up to Oakley. Here we are up toward Oakley, N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
K6MYC from N6RO, Bozo 835.
I didn't know you moved to Fryan.
61 to 82. It's cooling down pretty well now, about 70. Which is good for the weekend. If it stays cool, we won't have our power line noise as bad as it has been a couple days. Let's see, dinner was my usual Thursday night quickie, the chicken Caesar salad. And we got a Zoom meeting coming up in 5 minutes, so I can't stick around. Anyway, see ya on Sunday night, N6RO.
Yeah, good. No problem, Ken. N6RO. Do you know N6NRO? Do you know him?
No.
He's apparently another big contester, but he lives up in Angel Camp somewhere. Over.
Huh. NR6.
N6NRO, I think is his call. He's moving. He's retiring, I guess, and moving to Missouri. And John down here, K6 Mexico, Italy, is going to go up and visit him. And he reported that he was a pretty big gay chuffer. And I said, you must be talking about N6RO. And he says, no, that's the really, really big DXer. Over.
Oh. Well, he hasn't been active in the contest that we have. But, oh, well, I'll look him up on QRZ.
I think I have the call right. Anyway, no worries. I just thought you might have run across him. I had never heard the call either, so who knows. He may be very big, but maybe he's on CW all the time or something. 7-3, Ken. Have a great weekend. Have good contest results and low noise. And we'll look for you Sunday night for a wholesale report there. N6 Radio Oscar, Oakley, K6MYC.
Yeah, roger, Mike. Have a good weekend. And I'll be here Sunday night in some sort of shape. N6RO.
7-3.
Whiskey Victor Lima.
Okay. Hi, John. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, 1179. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. It's kind of up and down, but you sounded really good. I always forget about the best receive when you're pointing at Oakley.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine, actually. I think one time I had terrible problems with you on this band, but tonight it's very solid. And I haven't moved the antenna. I think I'm at about 308, 305, something like that. Anyway, great to hear you, and good to hear you. Very solid copy this time. The other day, I just was getting bits and pieces of you. It was all chopped up. KD6WVL, the Modesto, K6MYC.
Yeah, signals are really nice tonight. All right, have a good evening, Mike. Thanks for the check-in. Kilo Delta 6, Whiskey Victor Lima, 7-3.
Okay, and by the way, I think the call sign of the other guy in Modesto is K6OJR, Kilowatt 6 Ocean Juliet Radio. I had part of it the other day, but I didn't have all the call. But it's OJR. Somebody called in and told me that must be who I was thinking of. So that
Jim.
Was that?
Oscar Juliet Mike.
OJM, I'm sorry, OJM. I get it wrong again. K6 Ocean Juliet, Mexico, John, over.
So, okay, Mike, I'll look it up there and see how close we are together.
Yeah, very good. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the weather. I think we're going to have a glorious weekend here. Overall, might be a little warm at times, but who knows? But that goes along with the date. KD6WBL, K6MYC. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Mike. Have a good evening. KD6WVL.
Anybody else while I'm in this direction? K6MYC 432 Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard. Let me go on into Sacramento. Okay, let's see. How about it, Darren? KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB. K6MYC. Darren, are you copying?
W6ISO.
Roger.
Hey there, Mike, K6MYC, KJ6KFB756.
Wonderful, and good to hear you. Good strong signal with your 20 watts tonight, Darren. You're better here than you are on some of the other bands with more power, so the 432 system works pretty good. Anyway, I hear Dennis in here, so we'll get it over to Dennis, but good to hear you. And have a good weekend. Enjoy. We'll see you Sunday night, Darren. KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
KJ6KFB.
Darren, WB6ISO, Bozo 86. Just checking in.
Did I break up and go away? I think I'm still making power here. You guys both transmitted over me.
Yeah, well, we're sorry about that. Yeah, your signal's not up to par here. It's conditions, I suppose, or maybe just not pointing directly this way, but I hear you just fine, no problem. Good evening. Bozo 86, I have no other check-ins, over.
Okay, well, we got you checked in anyway, Dennis. Thanks for 86. I bumped the antenna a little bit more toward KO6KD Roseville, and you came up a little bit, so you're very solid here.
Yeah, your signal actually went down here, so anyway. And again, pleasant good evening, Darren, if you're there, and hello, Bill, KO6KD, if you're listening, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, well, when I get right in this direction, we get hammered. The AGC gets hammered by the Beale Air Force Base thing, but still got 100% copy. You're 5 and 9 when you're not getting hit.
Okay. All right. 7-2, take care, and hello, Judy, if she's there.
Judy's resting. She had a rather strenuous and kind of a stressful day. Stressful. And it was partly my fault, because at one point in time in the day, we had been at a restaurant, and I got back from the restaurant, and I realized I didn't have my wallet with me. I had been to see my hearing doctor, and I came out and got in the car, and I didn't have my wallet, and I didn't know where it was. I didn't remember taking it out for any reason. Anyway, it was 15 minutes past, and we finally got a call. We started to go back to the restaurant, and we got a call from the hearing place. And they called and said, "We found your wallet, Mike. It was on the floor behind the chair that you were sitting in." So somehow it got mushed out of my pocket onto the floor. It was a gigantic relief, needless to say. I wasn't concerned about the money, but I was certainly concerned about the loss of all the cards.
Yeah, that would be a major problem, trying to go through all that headache and get all that replaced. I'm glad that you were actually fine. Yeah, you're still a bit to 5-9 now. I don't know if it's banned or if you changed the direction, but yeah, your signal did increase quite a bit, over.
I didn't change anything until this time. This time I lost you and I had to move it, so the band is moving around.
Yeah, moving around on us, that's for sure. Okay, I'll get out of the way and let you get the rest of these people checked in. You have a pleasant good evening, and we'll try to catch you on Sunday evening. We have the big swamp meet up here on Sunday. So hopefully we'll see if anybody comes up here and looking for parts and pieces and radios and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you got another flea market up your way?
Yeah. It's one of the ones that they have over at the Elks Lodge in Carmichael. It's a good sized one every year up there. Pretty good turnout normally. So I'm looking forward to going over there to that one.
Yeah, we have a big one down here. The Fresno Amateur Radio Club has a big one this weekend on Saturday. So there'll be a lot of gear changing hands, I guess. One man's junk pile's another man's treasure. 7-3, Dennis. Have a good weekend. WB6ISO, K6MY6.
Yeah, okay, Mike. If you know anybody looking for them, I got three ICOM, the IC970 Alpha. I got three of those. I don't need three of them, so if you know somebody wants a really a bigger radio, full satellite, I got three of them.
And what bands does it cover, Dennis?
The other one, I got one of them is basically 2-meter 440. The second one is 2-meter 440 plus the general coverage receiver that goes from 50 to 905, I think, continuous general coverage receiver for that one, fully loaded with everything in the second one. They got power supplies built in, everything ready to go.
So it's basically a 2-meter and 432 radio. And how much power on 2 and 432?
They're both rated at 25, and normally runs about between 20 to 25 on 2 meters, 30 to 35 on 432. But the biggest thing that comes with them, which is really hard to find, those radios are extremely hard to get a hold of, even if you find one. That's the general coverage receiver. There's two options they had. 1.2 is another option you could put in there. The general coverage receiver, and this one does have the general coverage receiver, which covers from 50 to 905, I think, continuous all the way through.
Okay, well, assuming you want to get the premium price for the general coverage receiver one, what do you want for one of the other ones?
The basic one, I was getting around about 6.5, 7 for that one. That's a giveaway. They're generally going for a lot more money than that one. I've seen these as high as $2,000. They're hard to find on these radios. The other one probably going to be around 8.5, 900, somewhere in that area.
Okay. Very good. If I run into anybody that's looking while I'm down at the flea market, if I get there, I hope to get there. We're not even sure yet. I haven't got a ride yet, but anyway, if we get down there, I'll keep it in mind and I'll point them in your direction one way or the other. We know how to get to you, Dennis. 7-3, WB6ISO, K6MYC. Have a good weekend.
765. They're the same size radio as the 970. It's the ICOM 765. Are you familiar with that one?
No, not an ICOM guy.
Yeah, that's the premier radio. The 780 was the top with a CRT tube, but this is 765. 200 watt output, 260 meters, built-in power supply, antenna tuners, and all that. They run right about 200 watts out.
Well, what's the vintage of it?
They were around about 1980, somewhere around there when they first came out. They were the top premium, top of the line. They do have the built-in power supply on both of them. I have two of them. Built-in power supplies, antenna tuners, everything. There are all these radios that I'm referring to you or telling you about. Cosmetically wise, every one of them is a 10 out of a 10. Perfect condition, all of them.
Okay, so they're 160 through 10 meters, 200 watts out with the power supply, and what did you say you wanted to get?
The power supplies are built in. They are the built-in power supply, antenna tuners, and everything else. And I'll make somebody call me. One of them has a internet problem. Everything's fine. Everything's 100% on it. And I'm going to make somebody a deal that has both of them. If they're interested, they call me and we'll discuss it.
Yeah, I still didn't hear a number.
Yeah, I don't know. I think probably around 7 and a quarter on the one. probably around 5.5 on the other one. It has an intermittent problem. We have not quite figured out. So the one is perfect. The other one, the cosmetic, everything's fine. But it's just some kind of intermittent problem on that second one, and I don't have the time to get into it and fix it or whatever. So I'll make somebody a good deal on both of them if they want them.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind. Thanks again, Dennis, and maybe you can even find somebody up there in your area that wants one or more. But I'll mention it down here if I get to the flea market there. I'll mention it to Ken, who processes a lot of that equipment that comes out of locations that are from SKs. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, I've got all the complete manuals, service manuals, everything for them. And they're really they're beautiful looking radios. They really work great. That one is beautifully worked out fine, no problem. But anyway, yeah. All right, well, appreciate it. And you have a fine evening down there. And we'll catch you on Sunday evening.
Sounds good. 7-3, Dennis. I heard some others underneath you there, so there's a few left to cut in the Sacramento area there. Good evening. KB6, WB6 ISO, K6MYC cleared. Who was the other check-ins? Over. Well, I heard some other voices in there. Where'd you guys go? How about you, Bill? KO6KD, are you here, K6MYC?
Yes, I am. Kilo Oscar 6 Kilo Delta. Bill 776 here in Roseville is checking in. Good evening, Dennis, and the rest of the net. And hi, Mike, KO6KD.
Okay, very good, Bill. Sounds good. Good to hear you. I'll be back on 40 meters, I think, in the morning for a little while. So maybe we'll catch up with them, too. Have you heard John on tonight, KR6MR?
I believe he's out here, so I'll stand by while you work on KO6KD.
Did you say he is here?
I believe so. Roger.
Okay, let me see if I can get him here. KR6MR, John, go ahead. K6MYC.
K6MYC. And the group, and Bill. KR6MR. Bozo 759. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Flutter. Boy, oh boy, you're probably hearing the flutter on me. You got the flutter bug tonight, over.
Oh, yeah, really bad flutter. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, motorboating like a crazy man. So I guess you must be feeling better. You managed to get upstairs, huh?
Yeah, I slept in last night. I said that, but it had an overextended lunch and it killed me.
Well, good. I'm glad you're getting over it quickly there. It helps you sleep in and get as much rest as you can when you're fighting that stuff. All right, good. I'm glad to hear you. Have a good weekend, and maybe by Sunday night you'll be 90% back to normal. KR6MR or K6MYC, over.
Yeah, okay. The beams are not too good tonight, so I'll fill you in with what the Clowns and Orthopedics told me Sunday. So have a good evening. Good evening, KR6MR 73.
K73, John. Now, anybody else up that way? Let me look for Redding. Give me some CW if you're copying me. They're KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC. Calling and listening, over.
WB6J.
Yeah, I hear you, Dane, but I heard somebody else on phone. Who was the other phone? Check in. Go ahead. Who was the other phone? Check in, please. Go ahead. Maybe it was just comments in the background. Anyway, good evening, Dane. WB6JNP, K6MYC. How's the weekend shaping up for you?
Well, let's see. I've got a Saturday going to a swap meet, and I was going to pick you up along the way.
You're going to stop and pick up some vagrants, are you?
Well, whatever you want to call yourself, but yeah, I figure I was going to head down there, nothing special, nothing early, so I just need to know what time you want to be picked up.
Well, what time's convenient for you from, let's say, 8:30 on or so?
Yeah, something like that, 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay, do you have my phone number?
Why don't you give it to me again? I'm pretty sure I've got it.
Okay, and I'll get yours as well. But the best thing to do is when you leave Course Gold, give me a jingle. That way we will be sure to be ready. And look forward to seeing you. You have been here before, right?
Oh, yeah, many times.
Yeah, I thought so. So you shouldn't have any trouble finding us. Okay, my phone number is, of course, 559, and then the cell is 994-5105. 994-5105.
Okay, stand by. I just grabbed the pen that didn't work.
Of course.
Okay, let's try it again. 559.
Yeah, 994-5105.
Okay, 559-994-5105.
And yours? Just the last 7?
Actually, you'll need all 10. It's 310-365-3522.
Okay, 310, 365 or 265?
365.
Okay, 365, 3022.
Stand by. $3522.
Okay, I've got it. It's crude, but I got it written down here. I can't read what I wrote, but Judy can read it. Hopefully we won't have to call you. If you just call me when you leave Course Gold, it would be a good idea. Just on the outside chance that one of us gets sick or doesn't feel like going or whatever, we can call you and not have you make the side trip off of 41, over.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I was planning on leaving someplace around 8:30, so whenever I get down there. And did you say you had a ride back or you needed one?
Well, we always need a ride back, and depending on when you leave, I don't know when Rob is planning on leaving. Sometimes I can come back with Rob. He usually gets out of there pretty much around between noon and 1 o'clock. I don't want to stay much later than that, over.
Okay, yeah, that sort of goes along with me, so we'll get you up and back.
Sounds good, thanks.
Not a problem. And I hope Judy's feeling better.
Yeah, I think she's just had I kept her awake last night. I guess I had a restless night. And so she didn't sleep well, and then we had a kind of a stressful day. Anytime we go into the city for anything, even though it doesn't involve anything about her except for shopping and stuff, she gets stressed. And then we had a little situation where I thought I lost my wallet. And that always panics her. Panics me too, but I get over it quickly. But it only lasted about 15 minutes, and found the wallet, and people called me and said, "We have your wallet here," and it was only a period of about 15 minutes from the time we thought we lost it, so it worked out pretty good. Over.
Yeah, a good friend of mine misplaced his American Express card, which just happened to be on his father's corporate account, and he was really not wanting to tell Dad that, oh, gee, I, did this. So finally he bit the bullet. He told American Express. Of course, because it was a corporate card, they had to cancel all the corporate cards, and it was maybe 10 minutes later he found it,
And he called them back, and they go, oh, no, this already started. We have to cancel it. And I should mention his father was the comedian Milton Berle.
His father what?
His father was Milton Berle, the comedian.
Yeah, you got taken out by a pulse from Beale. His father was a Canadian what?
Milton Berle. Good old Uncle Milty.
Oh, his father was Milton Berle?
Yeah, and Bill lost a corporate card which didn't exactly endear him with the family.
I would imagine not. Yeah, boy, that's nasty.
Yeah, I used to tell everyone that worked for me that when you travel, before you leave the office, before you get on the plane, go to the copy room and copy everything in your wallet, both front and back. That way, if you do lose your wallet, A, you know all the credit cards that are in there, and B, you also know the phone numbers to call.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good idea, but nobody will do it.
Actually, my guys did it. They figured that, you know, every so often I came up with good ideas, and that was one of my better ones.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah. All right. Let me let you go, and we'll look forward to a call from you sometime early Monday morning, early Saturday morning there, Dane. Thanks much. Let me see if there's anybody else in the area before I go to I'd go to Nevada and then wrap this thing up here. Had a long day. WB6JNP K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, and by the way, you're wherever you're aimed at, I've got you to about F5. So, anyway, I'm not getting any of the Beale interference that you get, which I guess it's the beauty of living in my little granite hole.
Well, you also, I don't hear it until I'm pointed at it, but it's vicious, and it's right out Sacramento because Beale's right up behind Sacramento.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, we'll catch you later. K6MYC, WB6JNP.
Okay, 7-3, Dane, and let me check one more time for Reading, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. I'm listening for CW from Reading. Over. Not hearing a thing. Okay, I'm going to Nevada. Here we go. Okay, here we are up toward Nevada. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Are you up there, Richard?
November 7, Whiskey Tango, 657, over.
Oh, 657, November 7, Whiskey Tango. Good to hear you, Larry. Quite a surprise. Good to hear you. N7WT, and give me a longer transmission. I'll peak on you, K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, K6MYC and 7WT. And Richard is out there. He's 7 watts or whatever. K6MYC, have you dialed in yet? November 7, Whiskey Tango, number 657, over.
I got you pretty good. I got you pretty close here. N7 Whiskey Tango. Thank you, Larry. And they were great to hear you. And let's see if I can hear Richard. Tell him to. I can usually hear Richard CW if nothing else. So let's see if I can get him. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Go ahead, Richard. Roger. Got you all okay. And very strong. I think you're as strong as Larry is right now. Take a transmission on sideband and see what happens, over. Yeah, I got your 249 from DMO9. They're Q5, but with difficulty, I'm still getting a little sputter from the Beale Air Force Base thing that takes out a word or two, but pretty good copy, Richard, considering the power and all. Thanks much for being there. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night, Richard. KD6BQ, crashing signal, K6MYC. Okay, I'm out, Rich. How about Daniel? How about you, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
Roger, here it is, 272. This is KE7UQL. We got you, over.
Yeah, I got you. Not real strong at the moment, but it's Q5. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Thanks for 273, Daniel. And hopefully you have a good weekend up there near Gardnerville, over. I mean, near, not Gardnerville, near Carson City, is it?
Yes, Roger, the cheap gas capital of the world, over.
Okay, we got you. Anyway, great to hear you, and I'm surprised I got all three of you tonight. Boy, we got a lot of people that checked in tonight. We must have pushing 30, maybe more than 30 here. So a very good night on 432, Daniel. Take care, and we'll see you Sunday night. Thanks again. KE7UQL, N7 Whiskey Tango, and KD6BQ, 73 guys, K6MYC.
Now 73 and 7WT.
Night, Larry. Did.
KE7UQL, 73.
73, Daniel. Q5 on all three of you, 73 guys.
Hello, Larry. Good to have you back.
Have a good day. N7WT, clear.
Okay, Rob, if you're in there, I'm going to spin over to a point where I don't bother those guys. To the Bay Area, I think I'll park. There's no reason to go south. We were there to start with.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I was hearing all three of the guys up there.
Yeah, very good, very good. You should have said something. We could have popped you a chance to get in there, but anyway, I don't know what my count is here. Judy is sleeping or resting. She had a kind of a strenuous day, as you heard me say, so I don't know what the count is, but it's really up there. Over.
Yeah, pretty good for, I think last week we had 20. I've got 28 so far.
Yeah, sounds like about the right number. I wouldn't doubt that we've got that. I'll give her this. Now, whether she gets a chance to do anything with it between now and 8:30 or so when we leave for the flea market, I don't know. Not the flea market, but whatever you guys are calling it down there. Looks like we got a ride with Dane. He'll be picking us up somewhere just before 9 o'clock, it looks like. So we'll be late, but we'll get there good enough for grins and grips, over.
Yep, that sounds good, Mike. Yeah, I may have to help Ken put stuff away also, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to leave.
Well, Dane also indicated that he didn't want to stay much past 1 and 12:30, 1 o'clock, so we'll be heading out. I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay, good. I'm glad it worked out. I felt bad about not being able to help you there, but I kind of obligated to help Ken. He's got so much stuff to put out.
Yeah, no. You shouldn't feel worried about it that bad. It's I don't have anything selling. I'm only going for social coupling reasons and kind of give moral support and so on, whatever it's worth. And so it's not a problem. And if we miss it, it's not a problem either. Although I'd like to see a few of the guys, if not all of them. So with that, I'll let you go. We'll see you tomorrow or Saturday morning. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
So there's nothing that you absolutely have to have from the swap meet there, Mike?
I don't need anything right now, Rob. I guess I need eyes.
Okay, well, pretty soon they'll have that too, probably.
I would hope so. I'm hoping that Doge or Elon Musk can come up with something. He's got a wonderful. Have you seen his latest robot? This guy's amazing.
No, I haven't, but yep, he's got a good thing going there. I know that crime over in Clovis, where the kid hung out and shot another kid, and they ran into a Tesla. They got all that stuff because of the technology with the Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. The cameras are on.
And the GPS where it is and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, the robot is, he looks like a dancer, like a male, a real strenuous, not strenuous, but real athletic male dancer. And he does some dance moves, like ballet moves that you wouldn't believe over.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm not into ballet.
Well, the jumps and the strokes and the shapes and the lunges and the shapes that they get into, no biggie. It's just it shows him as having very, very great athletic ability. So very interesting. Anyway, maybe one of these days they'll figure out how to couple to the eyeball.
Yep, I'm sure that's a very important thing to a lot of people, and I'm surprised they haven't gotten any better than what they have now.
That's for sure. All right, good night to you. Good night to you, Aaron, if you're still listening, or anybody else on the net. I'm going to get out of here. I'm kind of tired. And go in and maybe watch a few minutes of TV, have a bowl of something. I didn't get to the store today. We thought we would, but Judy didn't feel good, so we raced home. And I thought I'd get a chance to go back down, and those plans fell apart. So I didn't pick up any of the goodies that we were going to get to nibble on through the weekend, but who knows? Anyway, I don't have any ice cream. That's what my mouth is urging for right now, so I'll go look in the freezer. Maybe there's some ice cream bar hidden away back in the back there, an old Haagen-Dazs, crummy Haagen-Dazs bar or something. Yuck, over.
Yeah, you got to break into the emergency supply.
Yeah, if I knew where they were, you could see them.
Yeah, as long as you don't find a frozen chicken, you'll be fine. So, good night, Mike. Hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
Well, frozen chicken in the freezer is just what you want. What you don't want is a soft chicken in the freezer.
That is correct.
Okay, take care.
Good night, Rob. K6USY.
Good night, Aaron. K6USY, KM6SR. As you probably figured out, I decided not to go to the meeting tonight. They were just going to talk about field day, and I was busy cutting some weeds. I keep finding another weed after I do one.
Well, and you're not doing field day with those guys.
Yep, that's for sure. I got my own set of stuff I need to plan for.
Very good. Okay, we'll catch you later. I'm going to go take out the trash cans. And good night to everybody on YouTube. K6USY.